All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Short Track Rival Racing as we are getting ready to kick off a couple of heat races and a final feature. And it looks like we got quite a few drivers that are loaded into tonight's race, and it looks like we got about 12 to be exact. And right now they are putting in those qualifying lap times and to see where they will start. We're going to have 45 laps here at Kokomo Speedway. Should be pretty interesting as it is a short track. So we'll see all these drivers on the track all at the same time, battling it out for that win. Sorry about last week. We were not live. I was actually out of town. And so we missed race number 2, but we are here for race number 3. As Gabe Griffin, he is going to have that number 15 holding on the pole as of right now. 3 laps of qualifying here tonight. And right now he is going to be holding that pole with the fastest lap time at a 14.676. Appreciate everybody stopping in and joining us here on this Friday afternoon, or Friday evening, should I say. Hopefully your Friday has treated you well. The weekend is right there around the corner, so hopefully you got great things happening for the weekend. And it looks like we got 11 drivers here for tonight. And let's see who's still out there on the track. But while they are under qualifying, they got about 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. Let's go ahead and step aside and take a listen to that beautiful national anthem.
O'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still
All right, we just watched Castle finish up his lap. It looks like qualifying is going to be over here tonight, and it looks like Gabe Griffin might have the pole. We'll have a couple heats and then a 45-lap feature. So you got enough time to go grab that ice-cold beverage and get ready for some dirt racing here at Kokomo Raceway. If you're new to the channel, we want to appreciate y'all stopping by and joining us over here at Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. Don't forget, we do have that Roku channel. So if you have the Roku app on your device, you can download the channel, and it will appear directly on your Roku device. We do have racing on demand. You can catch all our broadcasts live, and you can go back and watch all your favorite races. Well, it looks like qualifying is over. We're going to get ready for that first heat, and it looks like Gabe Griffin, Butch Baker, Isaac Salas, Andy Denham, Colton Gum, and James Monroe are going to be in your first heat. Should have 8 laps in the first heat, and there is going to be the man on the pole here in the first heat. That number 15, that number 5 of Gabe Griffin. Looks like they got them all fired up, waiting to take those pace laps around. And there they go. Probably going to be about 2 pace laps. Then we'll have 8 laps here in this heat. '97 of Buttkicker. He is going to be on the outside. You got the 2 of Salas going to be starting in third. You got the 4 of Denham. He is going to be right there in the 4th position. Gum, he is going to be starting in 5th, and James Monroe, the 3rd, he is going to be right there in 6th for heat number 1. Oh, that's a horrible camera angle. All right, looks like the pace truck is off, and we are going to get green flag racing. And our green flag is presented by Buttkicker. And look at that high line. It is just going to be able to prevail. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of grip on that high line. And it looks like Salas, he is going to be trying to work that bottom line. And he is holding second. He is going to be up 1 position from where he started. But everybody is going to be right there in a row. And Griffin is really sending it on that high line. And it looks like Salas was going to try to pull the slide job. Not going to be able to get there this time. And it's going to be door banging coming out of the turns. And let's see if we can get a track map up for you. I don't know if it's going to work for me right now, but it looks like Griffin is going to be able to work that high line. You got Baker. He is going to be falling back to the 3rd position. And Salas is trying to pull off that slide job, just not able to get the momentum off the corner as they come out of turn number 4, across the start-finish line. He's going to fall back just a little bit. And he's got a little bit of gap to close. It looks like Buttkicker, he got into the wall just a little bit, slowed down the momentum on that number 97. And he's got a little bit of making up to do. Catching back up to Salas. He's still trying to pull off that slide job. And he's not able to get to Gabe Griffin as he is able to put the power down as we are coming around turn number 4 and crossing the start-finish line. Oh, excuse me, that was turn number 2. Now we're coming out of turn number 4, crossing that start-finish line, and it looks like lap number 7 is going to be underway. The laps are going to go quick here, so very sorry, as you can lose track of where these cars are at. And there it is, lap number 8 is underway, so this is going to be the final lap of this heat. And our white flag is presented by Dre, the proud sponsor of the short track rival racing. And there is the checkered. And the checkered flag is presented by Sim Wraps Market. That's another proud sponsor of the short track rival racing. So they go pretty quick. We'll try to get those flags out as soon as possible. But it looks like heat number 2 is going to start off. And it looks like Castle, Howard, Steven, Matt Smith, and Martinez. There are going to be your 5 drivers for heat number 2. And there's that number 11. He is actually showing on the number 4 on the track. But he has actually scored the number 11. So if you see it on the ticker, he is going to be the number 11. That's going to be Castle. Howard is going to be in the 4. Smith, he is going to be in the 31. His number is correct, 45. Oh, and we got another number 4, and that's going to be Martinez. So he is actually going to be scored the 12 on the ticker also. Camera angles for this track are kind of wonky, so we're going to try to find the best one for the viewing, as I just had to purchase this track because I was not one that I own. I don't do a lot of dirt track racing, but It looks pretty fun, so we might have to get into it a little bit of it. But Castle, he is going to bring us to the start finish line as the pace truck is off, and we're getting ready for the start. And green flag is going to be out, and here comes Castle. He's going to bring him across the start finish line. Green flag is out, and our green flag is presented by Buttkicker, that proud sponsor of the short track rival racing. Well, it's going to be Castle on that top side. I wonder if they are going to try to follow suit with heat number one. That top side did have a lot of momentum, and Howard is going to be right there on the back bumper. They are pretty much tandem drifting through turn number 3 and 4, coming across the start-finish line for lap number 2. Matt Smith is going to be in hot pursuit, along with that number 45. And Martinez falling back just a little bit. We're trying to get the tower up there. But let's see if the ticker is going to work. Yep, there's the ticker. Martinez is going to fall back about 3.3 seconds. Castle is going to be out to about a 9/10 of a second lead in his number 11 machine. And the 4 going to be right there. And that's going to be Ryan Howard trying to make something happen in that middle lane. It looks like they've found a little bit of grip, and we're going to have a three-wide battle for the lead for just a moment. But lap number 5 is underway, coming to lap number 6. Looks like Matt Smith trying to find some grip down there on the bottom. Not going to be able to do it. Going to lose a lot of momentum. And here comes Steven on the inside. He's going to be able to make the pass for the 3rd position. Ryan Howard still trying to make up a lot of track, but not going to be able to get there as Castle is really putting down the power and still keeping about a half a second lead over that number 4 machine of Ryan Howard. Well, lap number 8 is underway as they come around. I would think that's turn number 1 and 2. Ryan Howard still trying to make something happen, and the final lap is underway. And once again, our white flag is presented by Dre, that proud sponsor of the short track rival racing, and the checkered flag is going to fly. And our checkered flag is presented by Sim Wrap Market, another proud sponsor of the short track rival racing. Once again, those flags come very quick. It's within seconds of each other, but it looks like all the cars are going to be on the track here for the feature. And let's go ahead and show. I'm sorry, we're under warm-up. We're going to have a few minute warm-up just for about 5 minutes. So now you have about a 5-minute break before the final feature. We're going to have 45 laps, so you got enough time to grab that snack, grab that beverage, and get ready for 45 laps of dirt track racing. 12 drivers going to be on the track, so it should be pretty interesting. A lot of the cars were committed to that high line. We'll see how long that high line keeps the speed. And we want to appreciate our sponsors that are on board with the short track rival racing, and that's going to be Surge Performance, Rogue Energy, AdminBoxx, and Buttkicker, all on board with the short track rival racing league. Well, we got a minute. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of tonight's sponsors. Well, looking for a couple of the drivers, maybe trying to bring them in and see what they're thinking about tonight's race, but not a lot of drivers are in the chat. Very unusual. Most of these drivers are in the Discord channel, but nobody there. But as you can see, that high line is still, you know, a lot of these drivers are still committed to that high line. There you see Ryan Howard. He is going to dive it into the pits, reset his car, see if what he can do. And there you see the 5 of Gabe Griffin. He is going to be still committed to that high line, but it's going to be very interesting on how many cars ride that high line, and that will actually get rutted up, and you can lose a little bit of speed. So we'll see these cars transition from that high line to the low, maybe ride a little bit in the middle, trying to find that grip out there on the track. And there you have Butch Baker, and that number 97 had a pretty good finish in his heat. Seth Castle out there on the track right now, showing in the 11th position. He has not put in a lap yet, so he's not showing a time. We got about a 1 minute and 20 seconds left of warm-up, and then we will get the green flag racing here in just a moment. Excuse me for that. All right, about 30 seconds trying to get it set up to where I can maybe hit these flags pretty quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because like I said, 14 seconds is not a lot of time to switch screens and hit the flag, but I think we do have it, and we'll see how it all plays out. But everybody out there on the stream, we want to appreciate you stopping by over on the YouTube side and on the Roku side as we get ready to load in for the final feature. 45 laps here at Kokomo Raceway. Gabe Griffin going to be on the pole. Looks like he's showing a lot of speed there. You see he is committed to that low line now. So the track will probably reset. And let's get ready to go green flag racing. And let's take a look at that lineup. And for row number 1, it is going to be Griffin and Castle. Row number 2 is looking like Salas and Howard. Row number 3 is going to be Baker and Steven. Row number 4 is going to be Denham and Smith. Row number 5, once it catches up to itself, is going to be Gum and Martinez. And row number 6 is going to be James Monroe. All right, cars are loaded in. 2 pace laps, and we'll get to green flag dirt track racing. Cars are fired up, and there they go. Pace truck will dive off in just a moment. Well, let's see what the chopper cam looks like. Yeah, it looks all right. It looks okay. Don't like standing behind the crowd, so we won't sit right there. Ford's going to take it all the way up to the top of the track, and that's going to be Castle starting on the outside. Pace truck will dive off, and this time by and getting ready to take the green flag. And the green flag is going to be out, and our green flag is going to be presented by Buttkicker. And here they come in the turn number 1, and the 5, he is going to dive it down to the bottom of the track, and he's going to sail it up. But look at the 4, and or excuse me, the 11, and that is going to be Castle. He is going to be committed to that high line. They got about 3 wide action coming out of turn number 2. And let's show that ticker so you can see where everybody is going to be running. And like I said, we only got about 45 laps, and we're already underway for lap number 2. Still committed to that high line. Castle is going to overtake the lead, and he is going to have the fastest lap on the track. He's still got Griffin committed to that high line, and then you have Salas. He's gonna be up one position from where he started this thing, committed to the bottom. He is going to try to overtake the lead, not going to be able to get the run off the corner. Howard going to be right there in 4th. He's right there where he started. Buttkicker, he's trying to find a little bit of speed in that middle groove. Not going to be able to get there this time, and he's going to fall back into about 2.7 seconds. But up here in 2nd is going to be a battle for this position, and that's going to be Salas and Gabe Griffin. Gabe Griffin still committed to that bottom line as they come out of the turn into turn number 3, headed for turn number 4. Pretty much nose to tail, and we got a crash on the track, and that is going to be Denham. He is going to be bringing out the first yellow flag of the evening, and our yellow flag is presented by Surge Performance, that proud sponsor of the short track racing rivals. And let's go back and take a look and find out what happened to Denham. And it looked like a 4-car battle. There you see Denham. He is going to be on that bottom lane. And let's speed it up just a little bit. Is there any contact? Not there. Oh, and it looks like somebody's going to, the 45 came off the wall, got into another driver, and spent him right on around. Well, they do have a fast repair, so they will be able to get that car fixed up if it does have any damage, but that is going to be the first caution of this evening. Oh, Miss Chastity out there. Well, hello. And we got a Salas and Baker fan out there, which Salas is your leader. He is going to be the control car. Got Castle right there on the outside. Gabe Griffin and Ryan Howard. And we are going to go green flag racing once again, and our green flag is presented by Buttkicker, that proud sponsor of the short track rival racing. And it is going to be a battle indeed. Look at the 97. He's going to be all the way up at the top of the track, and he's going to try to get the run off. He's going to be right there behind Howard. Howard going to be sending it sideways out of the turn. Good to be back, my friend. It is going pretty good. So far, only one caution here tonight, and Salas going to be out to the lead, out in front, trying to make something happen. He's going to lose a little bit of speed coming off the corner, and here comes Castle to the bottom of the racetrack, going to try to pull the slide job, not able to put the power down, and he is going to lose the lead as fast as he took it. Now Salas is going to be right back to the lead, and he is going to be able to extend that to about a half a second, but that gap is going to close quick, fast, and in a hurry as Castle looks to the inside. Not going to be able to get there. Salas sliding it up to the top of the racetrack, and Griffin is going to look to the inside as he comes off the corner. Not going to be able to get there. They are going to be nose to tail. Now Castle's going to look to the high side. Can he put the power down? Can he have the momentum out of the corner as they come into turn number 3? And there is Griffin sending it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Let's go check on Buttkicker. He has got a mirror full of JJ Martinez, and Martinez has a mirror full of Howard right there. And this is a battle for the 5th position. And here they come into turn number 3. Martinez is going to be up at the top of the track. Howard going to be at the bottom, not going to be able to get there this time. And Martinez extends his lead just by a little bit. Buttkicker going to be in the wall. He's going to lose a little bit of momentum. Now Martinez is going to be right there as they sail it into turn number 1. And it looks like that battle is going to phase out, but back out here in front, a half a second gap between Salas and Castle. And Gabe Griffin trying to close that door on Castle's back bumper. And let's take a ride with Griffin, as he is working his way around this track. Here into turn number 3, he's going to send it sideways. Tandem drift as they come out of turn number 4, headed for the start-finish line. And it's pretty much all turning. I have not seen that car really go straight at all. There's the start-finish line. We are at lap number 16. He's going to dive it down to the bottom of the racetrack, and this is very exciting, riding with the driver. He tried to pull the slide job, and Castle's able to power his way right back around for that second position. As these two are battling, Salas has put about a 1.6 second lead over Griffin and Castle, and they are still battling it out for that second position. Buttkicker, he has got a little bit of a lead way between him, about 0.6 of a second, and climbing between him and Martinez. Martinez is going to get a good entrance coming into the turn. Not going to be able to get there this time. Here comes Howard. He's going to have a pretty good entrance and closing up that gap. So pretty much all the way from Buttkicker to, I'm going to say Gum. They are pretty much within striking distance of taking each other's position if they can get there. Buttkicker now going to be under fire. He's going to be in the wall, and here comes Martinez. He's going to look to the inside. Buttkicker going to get it off the wall, and here they come into turn number 1. Martinez is going to send it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Buttkicker going to be able to power his way back around the number 4, or 12, excuse me, of Martinez. And Ryan Howard right there in the mix of things, trying to get these two to battle it out so he can make up a little bit of ground and maybe take over those positions. Matt Smith going to be right there in that number 31 machine. He's going to be in 8th. He's going to be about 6 seconds back from the leader, but he is not too far back from that number 25 of Colton Gum. And Denham, he is going to be back here in the 10th spot. He's going to be down a couple positions. But our biggest mover of the race tonight is going to be this man right here in that number 12/4. And that's going to be JJ Martinez, as he is still working on Buttkicker for that 4th position. Buttkicker still working that high line. He has not had any troubles on that high line. Maybe scraped the wall just a little bit. But let's take a look at his gearbox cam and show you. He is kicking up the dirt, trying to keep it in front of that number 12 of Martinez. Very hard to see from that camera angle. And there we go. And that is one of those Venom drivers that we got somebody rooting on for. And let's go check out Salas. Salas has been leading a lot of laps here. Lap number 27 is underway. As he sails it into the corner, passes the start-finish line. He is almost caught Andy Denham. And lap number 28 is on the way. Now this battle, Gabe Griffin was able to make his way around Castle. Castle still working that high line, still trying to find the grip up there. And don't believe he's got enough momentum off that high line to really keep up. He's fallen back about 3 seconds. But Griffin is starting to reel in our leader, Salas, as he's still working that high line. And you can see the track changing with every lap. It's starting to get pretty muddy up there on that high line, and that's the grip. That's where they're going to start looking for other areas of the track to make these moves and get the power off the corner. Well, Martinez and Baker are still going at it as the 97 is still up top on the track, and here comes Martinez to the bottom of the track. He's kicking the dust up as they come in to turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, he's going to lose a little bit of ground to Baker in that 4th position. Check on Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard right there in the 6th spot. He's got Gum not too far back, and Gum has Smith not too far back. And Smith is going to be riding a little bit lower than the 25. He's found a little bit of grip as he is able to close the gap, but the corner off is not the best. It's a little bit different calling it a dirt series compared to a NASCAR series. A lot of different angles, a lot of different ways to drive these tracks, and it looks like Salas is going to be, he's probably going to have Griffin here in the next few laps or so to really deal with, and it looks like James Monroe, he has crashed out. Let's go check out him. He is pretty much retired his car, maybe due to a mechanical failure. He went ahead and towed it to the pits, and he's probably getting either that car fixed up or Mechanical failure put him out of the race. Well, Griffin not too far back as he has closed that gap to about 0.7 of a second. Lap number 36. We don't have a lot of laps to go here in tonight's race. 9 laps to go, and we've only seen 1 caution. It's been a pretty darn good race here so far. Castle, Baker, you got Martinez. They are all in the battle. That is going to be a lap down car, and that is going to be Denham. He is going to be in the mix. That's not going to be for position, but Baker and Martinez, they are pretty much in contentions to change positions. Well, back out front, it is going to be Salas and Griffin closing the gap with 6 laps to go. Gabe Griffin started on the pole. He fell down 1 position, and Salas, he is going to be up 2. He started in 3rd, and he has led almost every single lap here in tonight's race. Coming to 5 to go once they cross over the start-finish line, and Gabe Griffin, he is going to be right there. Now 5 laps to go. Seth Castle, he doesn't really have any challengers, but if these two can't get it all worked out, as they are trying to pull the slide jobs on each other, Martinez, he's going to power his way around as Baker tried to put the slide on him, wasn't able to keep that number 12 at bay. Martinez is going to be the biggest mover of the race, still up 6 positions, and we're still trying to keep an eye on this battle here. 3 laps to go in tonight's race. And it looks like Salas, he is going to have a problem. He scraped the wall just a little bit. Let's check on Martinez and Baker. Baker falling back, having trouble on that top lane. 2 laps to go in tonight's race. 31 going to be right there. Is he going to be a factor? Is he going to slow up the leader? Now they are going to be side by side. They are going to be touching bumpers as they are coming to the white flag. And Griffin is going to grab the lead. There is the white flag. Our white flag is presented by Dre. And let's see if they can get it back up and going as they come and take the checkered. And our checkered flag is presented by Sim Wraps Market, that proud sponsor of the short track racing rivals. What an amazing finish. A little bit of banging and right there at the end. And Gabe Griffin able to bring home the win. And let's see your final race results as everybody crosses over that start-finish line. Let's go ahead and take a look. And our final race results are presented by Rogue Energy. Gabe Griffin going to bring home the win here. You have Salas, he's going to finish out in 2nd. Castle in 3rd. Martinez in 4th. Baker is going to be in 5th. Ryan Howard in 6th. Colton Gum in 7th. 8th is going to be Matt Smith. 9th is going to be Mr. Steven. I don't even want to butcher his name. And Andy Denham in 10th. 11th is going to finish is going to be James Monroe. 45 laps have came and gone that quick. And what an exciting race it was. We had battles for 2nd and 3rd. And we have battles for the 4th position, which that's changed hands right there at the end. And there is your podium finishers. And there is Gabe Griffin right there in victory lane. And let's see if we can go catch up with our race winners. Well, we got Braden Blair in the interview room. Just give me 1 second, folks. Let me see if there is Isaac, Braden. Isaac, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend.
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, what an amazing battle you had. You led a lot of laps, but it seems like that high line that just gave up the grip, and it looks like Griffin was able to power his way, in front of you with a little bit of contact, which y'all were able to save it. But tell us all about your race. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I used up a lot of my stuff pretty early to try and get that track position to first, and it really hurt me in the long. Like just couldn't, I just slipping and sliding through the slick. So it is what it is. It's still a good result. I mean, we got a drop week, so that week that I missed, so I'll take 2 seconds for the two finishes I have. So
Well, definitely not a bad finish here. You definitely put on a really good show in your heat and in the final feature, and now you're able to grab one of those podium finishes. And man, congratulations on that. Up one position, not a bad way to go.
yeah, no, I'll definitely take it. Wish I could have closed it out. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he got inside of me, and really the biggest way to pass in these bad boys is freaking a little bit of door slamming. So it's uh it's fun. I mean, he didn't wreck me, so I'm all right with that. But yeah, so hell, I'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on that second place finish, man. You know, with those podiums, you can give all the shout outs that you would like to give out, and I'm gonna hand the mic over to you, and the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Big shout out to the guys over at Venom Racing, Dean the Super Dirt Car Series for supporting me, Magnum Race Designs, Tommy Gun Customs, RSN Trackside, Mission 22, Top Notch Trucking. Thank you for the broadcast. Um, Thanks for everyone that came out. Thanks for the league. It was fun. Um, yeah, and that. Thanks to like my friends, my family, my girlfriend for watching.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again. Go celebrate. You definitely earned it here. 45 laps down, and can't wait to see what you can do next week.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Not a problem here. All right. Usually we start off with, third. But he wasn't in the interview room yet, but he is there now, and that is going to be Seth Castle. Let's go ahead and pull him up and see how he is feeling about his results. Seth, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend?
Yes. That was weird.
What was weird?
Well, somebody was doing interviews in the interview waiting room.
Somebody. That's interesting.
Braden Blair. He was giving driver interviews.
I have no clue who that is.
I don't either.
Well,
But
third place finish, man. Not a bad way to finish out tonight's race. You know, you fell back just a little bit, but you put up a heck of a fight. Down one position from where you started. You started on that front row and just fell back just a little bit, but able to fight off for that third place position. Man, tell us a little bit about your race.
yeah, it was just, man, Isaac and Gabe are just on a whole other level, man. I don't know what the deal was, but I mean, if I'm honest, I hate Kokomo. I've never liked it. We had a good qualifying lap and was able to put it up on the front row for the feature, but this track is hard to drive when it gets up around the wall all the way around, and it just takes a really excuse me, a really light foot on the gas pedal to baby that thing around the wall and still have the dig off the corner. So yeah, I think they had what, 6 seconds on me, and I was just blown away. I haven't been beat by 6 seconds in a long time, and I'm not even sure who Gabe Griffin is, but heck of a run by him. I thought Isaac had it in the bag. Isaac was gone, and Gabe passed me and went up and chased him down. So kudos to them two, whatever they figured out. This ain't my track. We'll take the podium. It's a good points run. Anyways, it keeps us in the hunt, and we'll kiss this baby goodbye and look forward to next week. We got some good tracks coming up.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Man, great finish here tonight. Great run. Can't wait to see what you can do next week. Definitely a fast hot rod here tonight. But you know what comes with those podiums? You can grab all the shout outs that you would like to give. And the floor is yours, my friend.
Oh, thank you. As always, just want to thank JC Floyd over there at Cocky Floyd Consulting and all the help that he's given me. These are just fixed races, so it's not open setup, but uh, I've got a lot of pointers from that guy on how to drive these cars and be better in them, and he's helped me get where I am today and being able to run up front. So thanks to him, Carl Kilgore, uh, over at KC Speedworks, he's been a huge help to me as well. Adrenaline Racing, thanks to you for putting on this broadcast. It's been fun for them guys putting on this league. We've got some pretty cool prizes up for grabs, some cash. So we'll try to keep our nose clean and stay in the hunt and try to get a good payday at the end of this baby.
Absolutely. Well, you go and celebrate. I don't know where Gabe went. I guess whoever that Blair guy is interviewed him and he left.
I think he did. You may want to. Yeah, you may want to figure that out because I don't see Isaac either, unless you already interviewed Isaac.
Yeah, I interviewed him because you weren't in
Okay.
Discord.
Okay.
So I pulled him in first, and you jumped in Discord, and I was able to pull you. But Gabe is
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, Gabe's gone. He's left the building.
Yep. Well, congratulations once again, and man, have a good rest of your night. I'm going to figure out what is going on with that, and we'll catch you next week.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. You have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
All right. Well, looking for our race winner. He's not in the Discord at all. So I guess that's going to be all for the interviews tonight. But what a great race. I want to appreciate everybody that stopped in and viewed the race. What a great 45 laps that was. And we will be back next week for some more short track rival racing. Want to appreciate all the sponsors for coming aboard. You got Surge Performance, you got Rogue Energy, AdminBoxx, Buttkicker, and also the SimRaps Market and Dre. So we appreciate everybody stopping by, and we are going to say good night. Have a great weekend. Y'all God bless. Take care of each other, and we'll catch y'all next time.